from the jump, Takomo has tried to do things very differently than what's traditionally done in the golf equipment space. And one of those things is taking the messaging straight to people, right? We're straight to the consumer. And by that, we mean working with the influencers, working with people in the space that people already trust. We said, no, let's go to the people who golfers are watching. And it was right at the start of when the YouTube and the social media golf world was really taking off. All right, Aiden, so you've seen a lot of content about Takomo, right? YouTube, places like that. But today you're gonna actually get to hit some of the clubs. So what I thought is I'll actually start you with this one. All right, this is the 101s. Now, I've seen you swing a couple times, so I don't think these are probably gonna be what you end up with, but those are the ones that are gonna go the furthest, be the easiest to hit. So have at it, see what you think. Yeah, see, that's gonna give you the most pop, right? And that's getting out there ways. Smash factor is good, probably pretty easy to hit. Trade-off, right? That the golfers kind of have to ask themselves, right? We can't answer the question for you, but are you looking for the most forgiveness, or do you want some of that softer feel as well, right? And sometimes, like, you'll give up some forgiveness just because you want that really soft feel, and other people are like, no, as much forgiveness as I can possibly have. Like, all right, cool, well, we've got options for you. But I think the one, the club that kind of caught your eye the most would be the 301s, the CVs. They're not gonna go as far. They're not the rocket ships. These are made for consistency, but they have more forgiveness than our MB blades. So this is like the better golfers, really good golfers tend to end up in this set because you get the control of blades, but more forgiveness. Great smash factor, right? 1.29 with a 7-iron, pretty solid. And the big thing that I like to think about, and I like to explain it to people, is forgiveness is the idea that the club is gonna help you when you don't hit it right. Pretty good contact. So I mean, you're gonna love something like that, that forged feel.
Yeah, I like also that I get more reward hitting the ball in the center because I tend to make good contact with the ball, but I want a club that if I'm consistently putting it in the middle of the club, then it's gonna reward me like that.
Well, so there, you haven't hit this one yet. This is the 101T. And I actually looked down at this one, so it actually almost looks a bit like a blade if it was sitting in somebody's bag. People actually think that's a blade a lot of times. They see it in the wild. They're like, oh, the 101T is the blades. They're not, it's hollow body. But it's a smaller profile. So when you look down at it, it's not gonna look that big behind the ball.
No, it doesn't.
But it has forgiveness. This is a club for that person who wants the forgiveness but likes the smaller club face, the smaller club head.
The look of a
yeah, absolutely.
Definitely. That one felt a lot better.
Yeah, that one was hit really well. So that's, okay, that's that, remember I was saying the pros are looking for about 172 carry? So that's your 170 carry. You still got 6,500 spin, which is plenty. That's with a fade, right? So as far as numbers wise, this is like, these are close to ideal.
Felt great, and I usually play the fade, so I'm fine with that.
Right, if I was gonna go, hey, a set that I think is gonna help you play the best golf, right? 301 CVs, you're gonna love, they're gonna feel great, right? As far as a club that's gonna help you play the best, it would probably be the 101Ts or the 201s. And then it comes down to preference. Those, I like how they look behind the ball a lot. And with that one, how did that feel off the face?
It felt smooth, and I mean, it just felt like I didn't even touch the ball,
right?
Almost. It was so soft.
Yeah. So.
But that's the best distance I've had all day. There it is.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, and here, right, smash factor, like 1.31, which is great. So all the numbers off the club face were fantastic. That's what you're looking for basically from a 7-iron.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, 172 carry with a 7-iron, I would take that.
You are in this situation a lot of golfers will find themselves in, right? Where you're trying to balance what do you want from a golf club and what golf club is gonna help you the most. This is the thing that people have to think about, right? Do you want the extra forgiveness, or do you want like as much soft feel as you can get?
If I don't play for a few weeks, I get that forgiveness, whereas if I had a blade, I like having the look of a blade, but playing a club that isn't more forgiving than going out there with a blade 3 weeks fresh and just, ugh.
So the 201 is the exact same loft as the 101T, right? So you would expect similar numbers, right? Delivery is gonna matter, but overall, the carry distances, when you hit them both well, the numbers should be fairly similar. So it's gonna come down to feel, because that's a forged construction, forged head, so it's gonna have a softer feel, but it's not gonna be quite as forgiving, so that's the trade-off. But
this is the kind of club that I'm swinging right now currently.
Ooh, that actually is very similar to the last one you just hit, with just a bit more spin.
Like I want something, like you said, like the 201s that are forgiving.
Right.
And with the forged feeling that when I'm playing my best, they're gonna play the best. But then when I'm playing not my best, which is usually, that it's still gonna play more consistently than any other.
People in the States are kind of contrarian. Like they like a story. They like someone who's challenging the status quo. They like people who are doing things a little differently. So it was big for us to find those golfers who would give us that initial chance, that initial opportunity to prove to them that a company that's selling you clubs straight from a website is gonna send you clubs. They're gonna be as high quality as what you've been playing, as high quality as what's out there that costs way more. So go do your own research. Look us up online. Look at the reviews. Look at the people who've been talking about our clubs for years and years. So there's a lot of different ways to get Takomos in the bag. I'd just say, go start looking us up. You're gonna like what you see, and then check out the website, TakomoGolf.com.